evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to a special edition of the Fantasy Moneyball Extravaganza with your host, the Dean's List, Daddy Dean, and your co-host, the Cap Relief with the Cap Reports. Another Miss Phins
Hello.
production today, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you for joining us on this emergency broadcast podcast.
Yes, we got a lot of things going on. A lot of coaches on the carousel that's going to affect next year's fantasy Moneyball selections on your players. You have a great coach, or you have a real stinky coach. That's going to make a big difference on who you're going to put out on your fantasy roster. Correct?
Pretty much, yeah.
Yeah. So, um, as everybody knows, we're Dolphin fans. And before we get into fantasy Moneyball, we'd like to talk. Me and Cap are going to talk, and maybe if anybody has any interest in the Dolphins coaching our GM, we'd like to hear everybody's thoughts on the Dolphins or any other teams. If you have a favorite team, and you're wondering about the coaching or the GM for that team for next season, let's hear it. So, Cap, you were asking the emergency broadcast. What's that about with the Dolphins? What's your thoughts?
This needs to be discussed. I mean, we're hearing conflicting stuff as usual involving this organization, and it's no surprise. Every offseason we get something. I mean, at least we're getting something. I mean, because what we got this past season was But nevertheless, what we're going through right now is I want to say a resurgence, if you will. I want to say change, if I dare say such. I mean,
Change is
we're
going to be
looking.
awesome. If what you're thinking is going to go through, which I hope they do, they get the GM that's familiar with the Ravens head coach, as we know, and I hope it all goes through. That Tua finds a new team. I wish him the best out there. That we get him off, and we get a new quarterback, we get a new head coach, and we get a new GM, and start fresh. And hopefully down the road get a new owner. That's what I'm looking at.
I mean,
I'm real excited.
For me,
we have the opportunity here.
It's a situation where just picture it. And think about this: the owner having a plan with a general manager and coach combo, not having to worry about that, and a candidate like Chad Alexander, and a coach who just got fired by Baltimore right now, who's a hot commodity, who happens to know Chad Alexander. So if the stars are aligning right now for an organization, this right now would be the moment. My opinion, all right? McDaniel's here. It is what it is, but we've done stuff before that we felt was necessary for this organization and gotten punished for it.
Right.
Trying to pursue a coach and a general manager, and in this case, we're searching for a general manager, but we've looked for the quarterback coach combo before. I don't understand why we can't do it again. And I feel like, the owner right now is in a situation where, he's been, not too hot and try to pursue stuff that he wants. So maybe he's playing it cool now, which is great. So
who's
my
that
thing
consultant? The
consultant is Troy Aikman. Troy Aikman happens to know.
Call up
Troy
Harbaugh and say, hey,
Troy
what
Aikman,
GM do you want? What GM
Troy
do you
Aikman
want?
Troy Aikman happens to know, and shout out to KP. KP's a big time Miami Dolphin community member. He's always around all the podcasts. He always supports everybody. So shout out to KP. And come to find out, Troy Aikman used to play ball with Chad Alexander's pops, because Chad Alexander's pops used to coach the wide receivers for the Dallas Cowboys back when they used to win those Super Bowls with Aikman and Jimmy Johnson. So I believe
let's reel him in. Let's do this thing.
it's
Let's
a
get them.
situation where the guy also went to the University of Miami, and that was a big component about trying to get Alonzo Highsmith being from the University of Miami. KP talked to us about that months ago, and he's brought this up numerous times too. So he was always pushing for that Chad Alexander narrative. So shout out to KP. I feel like this would be a match made in heaven for the Dolphins right now,
Yes.
having a
Yes.
coach and general manager who know each other. That's pretty much basically a plan right there falling in your lap. So if Troy Aikman had some say in this, being that he knows, Chad Alexander's pops, maybe that's a connection that we were waiting for. Because Chad Alexander got added to that list of GM candidates at the
Yes.
last moment yesterday.
Yeah. Right after, they heard about hardball. I'm all for it. The mediocrity of 25 years of Miami Dolphins has to end. It has to end. You can't be lukewarm. You can't be in the middle. You won't get better. You just stay right there. You're not good enough to be good enough, like TD Finn Talks always says. You know,
Oh
the
yeah.
team's
Not
not
to
good
mention
enough to
TD.
be good
Look,
enough.
let me tell you something. All the major conglomerates right now in the Dolphin community, I mean, you got pretty much saying, "Let's do this." You've never seen a unified
Yeah.
fan base right now. I mean, we've always had our differences and we've always had our divide, but I think this move right now, Stephen Ross, would fix everything. Unless you like division and you like divide by conquer, and we're not about that right now. We need help with this
It's a
organization. This
it's
would
a
be the
chef's
move.
kiss.
It
It's
would
a
be the
chef's
chef's
kiss.
kiss right now. Miss Phins, if you're out there, I would love to pick your brain right now on this.
Well, she
Being
she
that
went
you are
over it this morning on her show.
Well, I mean, if she's
She
out
even
there
did a
now, I
poll.
would love knowing that she's a staple in this community, and I would love to know her 2 cents on this if she's out there. But
Okay.
yeah, man, I mean, I would go after Hardball and Chad Alexander right now.
Oh
To
yeah.
his point, I did talk about that this morning, so I appreciate you, Dane, for
Hmm.
showing up and talking about that briefly. I mean, it's a move. You have to make it happen. We need somebody that's a veteran
Yeah.
that has an already has a system
It's
and
right there in
get
front of
a
you.
fresh start.
Right there in front of you.
So I think
It's
you
right
got to
there.
pull the trigger. If you're able to
I
do it, make it happen.
I think on your poll this morning, Miss Fins, it was 65-35. I think the 35% were Bills and Jets and Patriots fans. They don't want us to get
Probably.
hardball. They don't want us to get Alexander as a GM. They don't want that. That's going to
We need a
turn the culture
change.
all the way around. Yeah.
We need a change, and they need to pull the trigger. Period.
And, I wish the best for Mike McDaniel, Tua, Chris Greer. I wish the best, but just not on my team. We need some stability. We need some toughness, like right here. Let's go. It's all about the U tomorrow night. Let's make it to a
Yeah, man.
home court advantage, home field advantage. Man, that's gonna be awesome. So we're talking about doing two different um, playoffs challenge tournaments. The one is with Miss Finn's bracket, where you pick the brackets, and we're going over the rules, and we want to get people's input. We need at least 10 players to do this. You have to fill out the whole bracket. And Miss Finn's, once she receives the $25 entry fee, um, then there'll be a first place and a second place. I believe we'll probably do a first and second place. Um, we're going to talk about it. We'll be interactive tonight and see how everybody would like to do it. And then the second one, we most likely won't do it this year, but we can talk about maybe the players like fantasy football during the regular season, how you pick the players and add up the points. I'm going to be the human calculator. Me and Cap decided if we decide to do a points bracket. Like, for instance, Steelers are playing the Texans. The Texans is the fifth seed. Steelers are the fourth seed. If you pick the Texans to win, you get 50 points. If you pick the Steelers to win, you get 40 points. So if you're picking the underdog to win, you get more points. And we add up the points, and that'll be a better indicator and make it more of a challenge and um, to 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 win with and make a difference between the points. What do you think about that, Cap?
I mean, yeah, you got Joe out there, you got Rafa out there, guys. If you want in, we need at least what? At least we're looking for 12, but we need at least what? 8?
Yeah, I think 8. The more, the
So
merrier. So if somebody puts
it's
in
25 bucks a
$25,
piece.
yeah,
So I
and
mean, you pick up a team, and I believe what, a player, or how many positions?
no, we're just doing the teams, like
Okay, so
March
yeah, it's pretty much
Madness
a pick
type
'em.
of.
It's like a pick 'em bracket.
It's like a pick'ems bracket, and like I was talking about, we'll go over, the wild cards, and the lower the seed, the more points you get. You just add a 0 to it. Like the Eagles, they're third seed. 49ers are the sixth seed. If you pick the Eagles, you get 30 points. If you pick the 49ers, you get 60 points if they win. But you have to fill out the whole bracket to the Super Bowl winner, and you have to submit it for we can see all your picks. So we'll add them all up, and whoever gets the most points wins. Whoever gets second most points gets the second place. So we at least need 10 people, Cap. And then we can try to figure out something about fantasy football, but we have to do that for the players. We have to do it by what, the 10th? Is that the first game on the 10th, Saturday?
It's coming up fast. I mean, we got to do this fast.
So we need your input. We need to know what you guys want to do. We can do it 18 fantasy football players, and I can be the human calculator. I'm good with math. I can post all the results on Miss Finn's show every morning. That she has a show in the morning, and we can do it that way. I just need some people willing to let's have some fun. Let's fight it out. Even though the Dolphins aren't in it, we can have some fun here. What do you think, Cap?
Fun is good.
Yeah, yeah, and we can go over the players, and I can talk to Miss Finns. Maybe Friday, we can have the last show before the playoffs, and we can go over the players and what we decided on the rules and but I need some input from the chat. I need you guys to give me some input, and let's get this done. We can do $50 if you want to do the fantasy football with players, and we can go over tonight the players if you want to. Cap, we can go to each team, and then we can talk about the brackets. Each week we can talk about the brackets, but what do you think? Should we wait till everybody submits their bracket before we talk about it? Cap?
Yeah, definitely, because we're not gonna do, like, as much as we love everybody and we try to support everybody with information. We're not gonna go through all the data information just to have 3 guys. You know what I mean? Like that.
Right, right. So we'll wait on that. But what we'll do now is we'll go over the players on each playoff team because maybe Miss Finns is not doing the fantasy football players right now, but maybe you're in another league that does fantasy players for the playoffs. Correct, Cap? Are you part of any fantasy
No,
football
as of
team?
right now, it's just basically, it's either this or nothing right now. I'm on vacation for the most part.
Okay, okay. So we talk about everything. Let's go over the games then. Let's go over the
It's
players and the
either that or
games.
the Hard Rock app.
Yeah, let's go over the games and what do you think? Let's just go over this weekend's games.
Let's do it.
All right. So first game we have is at 4:30 p.m. Saturday. the Rams at Panthers, Carolina. So we got Stafford. We got Devontae Adams. I heard he's going to be back. Is that correct? Does anybody
I
know?
heard I heard rumblings about it.
Yeah, I heard he's going to be ready for the playoffs. So you got Devontae, then you got Puka Nakua. What about the Rams defense against the Panthers? Panthers haven't been in the playoffs for a while, right?
It's been a minute, yeah.
Yeah,
When we went to the
so
Super Bowl, I
it's
think they had
I don't
Cam
think
Newton at
any
one
of the
point in
players.
CMC.
Yeah, so it's been a while since I don't think any of the players. This will be their. I don't know if anybody has any playoff experience on their team. Any of the major players, anyways. Can you think of any? But anyways, what about Panther? I'm going for the Rams defense on this too. What do you think? Stafford, Puka Nakua, Williams, the running back.
I mean, there's no chance of anybody getting the first seed still, or who won the first seed? The Seattle Seahawks, right?
Yeah, Seattle Seahawks won it.
So what are they fighting for? Second?
No, this is playoffs. This is a wild card game. The Rams are the 5th seed. They're again going against the Panthers, the 4th seed.
The Panthers are in the playoffs?
Yeah. Yeah. Atlanta won
So Tampa Bay,
against New Orleans.
Tampa Bay's out?
Is out. New Orleans had to beat Atlanta because it's a 3-way tie. In a 3-way tie, the Panthers won the 3-way tie, even though the Tampa Bay beat them last week.
Wow, that's how out of it I am right now. Wow.
Yeah. So it's the Rams at Panthers. Wild card game at Carolina. They're the 4th seed. And who you got on this? I got the Rams defense. I got Puka Nakua.
I don't know, man. The Panthers beat the Rams, I think, this year. No?
They did 31-28, like week 7 or something like that. And the Rams had Matthew Stafford had one of his worst games. He had 2 interceptions and a fumble. One of the interceptions went for a touchdown. So yeah, it was an off night for the Rams.
Idiot.
So I don't see that happening again. And I don't know about Rico with that defensive line on the Panthers. And Bryce Young, I don't think. Maybe Ted. You know, in the playoffs, there's always that odd player. Who do you think that the odd player is in on these two teams matchup?
That would be so typical. We were talking about him all the beginning of the season, then he didn't do jack, and now he's going to end up being the MVP in the playoffs.
Yeah. What do you think, Ted?
That what?
You're talking about Ted?
Yeah. I mean, he's been the past couple of weeks. I mean, he's been pretty good.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
Bryce Young. I mean, Bryce Young is either finding him or Coker.
He's like a Kyle Murray, don't you think? Bryce Young?
I mean, not necessarily. I think he's like a smaller, like Jordan Love per se.
Okay. So who you got?
Oh man, I
Bryce
like Carolina.
Young, Coker.
I like Carolina too a lot, but
No, I'm not talking about the teams. I'm talking about players here.
Oh yeah, that's right.
Yeah, we don't want to give away our thoughts until Friday. Friday night when everybody has their brackets.
I like Coker.
Coker as a surprise. Okay, then the next game is at 8 p.m. You got the Packers at Bears. Any players on there? Jordan Love, Josh Jacobs, Christian Watson.
Packers at Bears.
Yep.
I think this is
Packers
going
is
to be.
seven
I
seed.
think this is going to be a Bears.
Divisional lineups. What about the players?
I think the Bears defense is going to get an interception.
You think the Bears are defense? I go Bears defense. Well, Swift, running back.
Yeah,
What about on the Packers?
Manung
Josh
guy.
Jacobs,
I like Manung guy.
one of them guy. See, I
Yeah.
got it right this time. All right. And then we got Sunday game. Sunday games. All right, 1 p.m. Bills. Buffalo Bills at Jaguars. Lawrence. Travis Lawrence. Trevor Lawrence. What do you think about that? Josh Allen. James Cook. Who are you picking on any of those teams? Let's get
Oh.
three players from each team. I got Cooks, Josh Allen, and who's the Kincaid?
He's back.
What do you got for the Bills? Three players.
Probably. What's this receiver's name? I keep forgetting his name all the time, man. Number 10.
Number 10 receiver. It's not Raheed.
Yeah, Shaheed.
Shaheed. What about Kincaid? Josh Allen, Cooks? Any other player? You think that defense? What about the three players on the Jaguars? What we got?
ETN.
ETN. That's a good one.
Strange.
Trevor Lawrence.
Trevor Lawrence. I was going to say Strange, but the Bills are actually pretty good covering the tight ends. I say Brian Thomas Jr. have his breakout game. I'm going to say.
So? Okay.
I think so.
All right. I think that. What's the other receivers there?
Oh, they got what's his name? Right, you forgot Jacoby Myers there too.
Yeah, Jacoby. That's what I was thinking too. All right, and then what time? 4:30. We have the 49ers at Philadelphia Eagles. So 49ers.
Rafa says Ed Oliver from Buffalo for if you're doing defense.
Yeah, we're just gonna do like full hold defense and special teams together.
Yeah,
we wouldn't do individual players. But if he helps out their defense, I don't know. You think the Bills' defense against the Jaguars? They've been hot. I don't know.
The Bills' defense is, they were suspect in the beginning of the year. They couldn't stop the run. But the past 5 weeks, they stopped the run.
I think ETN is a good pick, like you said. And Myers, Jacoby Myers. Brian Thomas. Yeah. You think that's going to be a high-scoring game? I think the Panthers and Rams are going to be a high-scoring game. I think Bills and Jaguars are going to be a high-scoring game. The Bears and Packers will be a low-scoring game.
This is at Jacksonville, right?
Huh?
This is in Jacksonville, right?
Yeah, it's in Jacksonville. Jaguars. If it was at Bills, I don't think the Jaguars would have a chance. Any of the players from the Jaguars.
It can be a shootout.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking for that game. Then 4 o'clock, we have the 49ers at Eagles. This is a tough game. Even though the 49ers have been beat up all year round. They still made it to playoffs where they have a 12-5 record. Um, the Eagles are starting to be the Eagles towards the end here. I don't trust Hurts. I don't. I think it's going to be a running game. I think Barkley um, and defense for Eagles. 49ers, got to go with the quarterback. What do you think about Brock Purdy? And was it Juwan Jennings? Is Kittle out? Cap? Yeah, yeah, you're breaking up a little bit there.
The backup tight end, what's his name for the 49ers?
Yeah. Anybody in the chat know the backup tight end?
But is Ricky Parcell playing or no?
Let me look it up. Let me look at who they have on their roster for the playoffs. 49ers. Since we have a little bit more time than we had to go through 16 games, we only have to go through a few. All right, 49ers. San Francisco 49ers. All right. Ricky. No practice today for Ricky or Trent Williams. So.
Don't really matter. 49ers keep winning with everybody hurt all the time.
Yeah. Yeah, so Ricky Purcell, I would go for him. But you never know. It's the playoffs. It's the playoffs. So the backup tight end for the 49ers is... Did anybody respond in
Well, yeah, that guy.
Tongues. Jake Tongues. Tonges is the backup. Tongues. He might be if Kittle. Let's see what's Kittle doing. They're saying Kittle's going to play.
He played last game.
Yeah, but I think if you want a player that's going to surprise everybody, it's going to be Tongues in this game. What do you think? And the other one is on the Eagles side is Devontae Smith, receiver. And what is it? Their tight end for the Eagles?
Goddard.
So I think Tongues, Goddard. Who's the backup running back for 49ers? Do you know?
Tank Bigsby.
Tank Bigsby.
And Shipley.
Shipley. Yeah, I don't think either of those. It's got to be Christian McCaffrey. They're not going to take any away from him. All right.
And Thomas Jr.
And then we have...
I'm sorry, what's his name? Ryan Robinson. Ryan Robinson Jr.
Brian Robinson. Yeah, I don't think that's going to be anything. All right. So let's go to the next game. You have another Sunday night game, and I think you have a Monday night game. So you're really surprised about the Tampa Bay being kicked out, huh?
No, well, I mean, I completely forgot that the last game of the season was, implications for Tampa Bay. But I just for some reason I forgot to check up on that. I thought, like, I
Yeah.
assumed that Panthers were gone, and I was like, yo, that's cool.
Yeah. So I'm rooting for the Panthers. I hope they do something, but it's going to be a hard road for them. Because if they beat the Rams, they got to go to Seattle and beat Seattle. Yeah. So they play the number one seed if they win. Um, then the 8 o'clock game for Sunday night is Chargers at Patriots. Justin Herbert going to be ready? Is he going to be, letting down the Chargers and letting the Patriots come back into the game? Like they charger it? Are they going to charger it? Uh, Hardball. His brother just got fired. Will that affect him? Just will his brother be at the game, Cap? Can we send? Can we send
That'd be
a
funny, right?
scout? Yeah, can we send a scout up to the Patriots game, Chargers game?
See him in the booth just hanging out in flip flops.
Yeah, and cheer on the Chargers to beat the Patriots. That's what we should do, right?
Oh, it's in New
Yeah,
England.
yeah, it's in New England.
Woo. That man ain't going over there.
He'll be in a booth. He'll be in a suite watching his
Nah,
brother
man.
beat the
He's freezing his ass
Patriots.
off.
He'll be at home. Hopefully, he'll be in the Dolphins complex signing that
He wouldn't be
coaching
freezing his ass off
contract.
in Miami. I know that much.
That's right. He can call up his brother. I'm down here in sunny Miami. I'm getting here with my new GM, Alexander. We're going over a few things. We see some trade possibilities for Tua. We'll give up, a 6th-round pick and a bag of chips.
Get the keys to the city.
Yeah, we'll give him the keys to the city. I just got the keys to the city. The mayor's here. We got the whole Dolphin fans and crowded and doing the wave in the stadium. I'm here to watch the Miami Hurricanes. Now I'm part of this community. See them win the college national championship. They're winners. We're going to be winners. I can see it now, right, Cap? He's going to go press conference. Ross doesn't have to be here today. He's going on his yacht. Going out there. We're going to take care of business, right? Because that's what's going to happen, right, Cap? He's going to be in a press box and at the game tomorrow night, signing his contract for the Miami Dolphins. Oh, wow. That would be so beautiful, wouldn't it? I guess I lost him. Miss Phins. You there? Guess I'm solo, people. How many people in the chat would love to see Hardball tomorrow night's game, watching the Hurricanes, right afterwards, having a press conference as our new coach? Tomorrow, before the game starts, they let go of, current coach McDaniel, whatever his name is. Get rid of him, then step it up. Have Alexander and as GM, and then we have Hardball, rooting on the Hurricanes and starting a new culture for the Miami Dolphins. Yes, let's do this. All right, well, we're going to wrap it up tonight. Thanks for everybody joining us. We had some technical difficulties. I'm going to be on Miss Finn's show in the morning. and we'll go over the brackets and how many people we can get aboard. This is going to be a lot of fun, just like Miss Finn's fantasy football during the year. Is everybody's competitive? Everybody had an exciting time. We had a upset in a big game, fantasy football game, Miss Finn's fantasy championship game, and shout out to them. Shout out to Michelle, she did great. Um, yeah, so join us, Miss Finn's. Hit that like button, everybody, please. Subscribe if you're new. You're going to learn a lot here on this show, and we're going to have a lot of fun.
Absolutely, absolutely. Dean, did you let
Yeah.
everybody know about the fantasy bracket?
Yes. I mentioned, $25. You fill out the whole bracket, and before you submit it, or yeah, you have to pay the $25 fee first. Uh, then we're gonna go over Friday afternoon. We'll plan a time, look at everybody's bracket, and then we can go over our bracket. Me and Cap for life. If that's okay with you, Miss Fins.
Hey,
We'll
you
we'll
guys
figure it
run it,
out.
so that's
Okay.
totally fine with me. Guys, it is $25, Cash App, Venmo, PayPal. So that way we can go ahead and put it in a pot, and it's on there. 80% will go to the winner. 20% is actually gonna go to the Dolphins Cancer Challenge. So why not make it a fundraiser, guys? It could be 50-50, but it's fine. Make it worth the players a while. 80% will go to the winner, and then 20% will go to Dolphins Cancer Challenge. So go ahead and do so. Just let myself know via email, missfins@yahoo.com, or you
We
can let
need
me know on
10
the morning
players. We need
show too.
10 players to make this really work. Worth
Well,
our.
minimum, we'd like to
Yeah.
have 10 players, yes. But
Yeah.
can it be more? Man, if we can
Oh
get
yeah. The
50
more the
players,
merrier.
absolutely.
Yes, the more the merrier. And like I was talking with Cap, and this is what we're gonna do. I'm gonna be the human calculator. Even if your bracket's all full up, if you go for an underdog team, like if you go for the Bills over the Jaguars, which some of you Bill fans will do, you'll get 60 points instead of 30 points. If you go for the Jaguars, you get 30 points. If you go for the Chargers over the Patriots, you get 70 points for the Chargers, 20 points for the Patriots. So the underdogs, depending on their seed, you add a zero on it, and that's going to determine throughout the whole bracket how many points you totally get at the end of the Super Bowl. Whoever the Super Bowl winner is, you get those points, and the Super Bowl winner would get their points of their seed. Okay, and we'll calculate everything up, and then we'll have a first place. They'll get most of the pot. I think like maybe 70% of the pot. Then we got 20% going to, like she said, a charity that Miss Fins is going to set up, and then 10% I'll go to the second place. Whoever gets second place, you get your $25 back for participating. So you can get up to, if there's 10 players, you can get $140 for 25 entry fee. $5 of that $25 is going to go to charity. Miss Fins will select, and we'll put it towards charity, and then the rest of the money I'll go to the second place, $25. Sound right, Miss Fins?
No, I thought it was gonna be one winner, but if you want to split it that way, that's totally fine. Um,
Yeah, I
and
just
yeah.
second place gets something. Their fee back. This is
Oh,
$25. That's all.
well,
So
that's if we get 10. So we don't
yeah,
know how many people we're gonna get. So I
right.
get 70, 20, 10. There you go. That's the
Yeah,
split. So
yeah.
there you have it,
Okay.
ladies and gentlemen.
Yep, there we go. And it's going to be a lot of fun. This is going to be fun. It'll be something different. And then next year, we're going to do the players. It's just too complicated right now. Um, yeah, so, and we want to get a format where everybody can check in. on their players and see what points they get as we go, instead of relying on the human calculator. But I'm pretty good with math, Miss Phins. I'm pretty good. So
Awesome. Well, thank you everybody for showing up. You guys have a great day.
yes,
See you next
everybody
week.
have a great day.
Oh, see you on Friday. See you on Friday.
Yes.
All right.
Okay. All right. Take care. Good night, everybody.